In the wake of tragedy, each side of the aisle offering a different solution.
One nation under guns.
Law-abiding citizens' Second Amendment rights.
Details from our DC bureau. Many South Florida players, one goal.
We're the only non-pay-for-play program that's actually in the state of Florida.
And it involves getting into college. Plus, back and forth battle.
Butler gets his own rebound, throws it off the glass on a bio.
It's Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Paloma Pimentel.
I'm Amanda Gray. Today is Thursday, May 26, 2022.
Live from the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
A vigil for the victims. Last night, the community of Uvalde, Texas came together to remember the 2 teachers and 19 students who were killed in Tuesday's school shooting. The tragedy is once again bringing the issue of school safety to the forefront on Capitol Hill.
But as Nicole Castañeda from our DC Bureau reports, each side of the aisle has a different idea about what to do about it.
What should have been a joyous day just before summer break turned into a nightmare when 19 children and 2 teachers were shot and killed at Robb Elementary on Tuesday. Families, instead of planning vacations, are now planning funerals.
Evil swept across Uvalde yesterday.
These are the faces of just some of the victims. 4th grade teacher Eva Mireles, 10-year-old Amory Jo Garza, 10-year-old Jose Flores, and Javier Lopez smiling here after making honor roll that morning.
Teacher got hit.
The suspected gunman is an 18-year-old who police say shot his grandmother before going to the school and opening fire on a 4th grade class.
He was dropped out of school. He had no criminal history that we've been able to find.
As the community grapples with this horrific tragedy, the conversation in Washington turns to curbing gun violence.
Our parents don't need to drop their kids off at school and wonder if their kid will be next.
Within a span of 10 days, there's been 3 mass shootings: New York, California, and Texas. Americans are asking Congress what comes next.
If people want to talk about banning specific guns, they should propose that, but it wouldn't prevent these shootings.
President Biden is expected to travel to Texas soon to meet with the victims. From Washington, D.C., reporting for the South Florida Media Network, Nicole Castañeda.
This morning, a Republican Senate primary race involving a celebrity is on its way to a recount. The race for U.S. Senator in Pennsylvania is between talk show host Dr. Oz and his challenger David McCormick. Right now, Oz leads by just over 900 votes. It's close enough to trigger the state's automatic recount. It's expected to begin as early as tomorrow morning.
A celebrity coming to the stand as Johnny Depp's defamation case against his ex-wife Amber Heard is finally coming to an end. The trial picks back up today for one last day of testimony near Arlington, Virginia. Yesterday, Depp's ex-girlfriend Kate Moss came to his defense. The British supermodel telling the court there was no abuse in their relationship. Depp is suing his ex-wife for $50 million, saying her domestic violence allegations damaged his reputation. Meanwhile, Heard is countersuing for $100 million. Today, the jury will begin deliberating.
The world of traveling teams in youth soccer used to just be for the suburbs, but as the network's Anya Joseph reports, a team of college-bound athletes from Miami's Little Haiti neighborhood is turning some heads.
This summer league you see here isn't your average soccer club.
Even though you have the idea, you have the goal, you know where you want to be, but sometimes it takes time. But with God on our side, and with some great people, of course, that understand the dream, and they come together, and then with donation and all, here we are now.
Little Haiti FC is a 100% free youth soccer club.
So currently right now, we're the only non-pay-for-play program that's actually in the state of Florida. So we call all players to come around, especially around the inner city and around the Little Haiti area. They don't have to be Haitian. They could be, anybody that just wants to play football and play soccer.
The league recently joining the UPSL Division I South Florida Conference for spring 2022.
What this program in Little Haiti is doing is bringing that opportunity to a lot of really great young kids and gives them a chance to develop.
The United Premier Soccer League is the largest pro development league in North America and currently includes more than 325 teams nationwide. One of the team's goals reached with all 12 seniors heading off to college.
Teams I had played for, they told me I had talent, but I had money. I needed money to pay because I couldn't play for them because I ain't have no money. But when I found Mr. Lalo, he said everything is free, just come down and practice with us and play with us.
The 4-1 seniors playing on the anniversary of the tragedy involving 3 young LHFC players who were fatally struck by a drunk driver in May 2019.
I'm so proud because I'm the captain of the team. I think all I do it for him.
Now the team marking an impressive milestone as players smile with joy over scholarships.
I got so many I can't choose from.
This is Anya Joseph, South Florida Media Network.
A fishing charter boat in the Tampa Bay area got an up-close and personal look at an endangered species of whale shark. It was last Thursday near St. Petersburg. The charter boat traveled 15 miles offshore when the crew noticed a mammoth whale shark rise up and spend a remarkable amount of time near the boat, just hanging out. The captain posted it to Facebook and the images went viral.
The Marlins working on a 9th inning comeback on the other side of the state.
That's still ahead, and so is the story.
Find out a mile. Robinson rises up. Three-pointer is good.
The Heat trying to hold on to a lead after a low-scoring first half in Game 5. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out."
How prepared is your family if a tornado shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a hurricane? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes. Make a plan today.
The seemingly unstoppable Heat offense has gone cold. Nothing seemed to be going in last night during Game 5, especially the three-pointers. The white-hot Heat weren't so hot last night after they've lost Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals to the Celtics. Here in Miami, the Heat played strong in the first half, but the Celtics dominated the third and fourth quarters. Star player Tyler Hero was out with a groin injury, his absence certainly felt. Despite their best effort, the final score of the game was Celtics 93, Heat 80. The Celtics now lead the conference 3-2. The Heat will get a shot at redemption tomorrow night in Boston. The Marlins falling just short in their bid for a 9th inning comeback. They were on the road playing the Tampa Bay Rays. The comeback just wasn't to be the final score in this 1 base 5 Marlins 4. The Marlins' next game is tomorrow night in Atlanta.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Amanda Gray.
And I'm Paloma Pimentel. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.